as far as knowing is concerned, for example, Uttaraphalguni, the axis.
Yeah.
It will race to the pole star, it relates to the axis. Okay. But if you don't understand what axis is, then you can't know anything about Uttaraphalguni actually. What is an axis? You don't know whether Earth has an axis, like what is the central pole of the Earth and what is that related to? What is the central axis on which around which the whole Brahman or different realms say? If you get all of that knowledge, then you'll understand and how it is related to its different pole, which is Uttarabhadrapada.
Right.
The axis moves from Uttaraphalguni to Uttarabhadrapada. Both are axis nakshatras.
Right.
And they are 180 degrees opposite to each other. That's why, so the line connects. If those 2 points connect, then you get an axis.
It is quite funny because when I did this I have seen a lot of correlations between Uttaraphalguni and Uttarabhadrapada, because if you look even at the animal symbol, one is the male cow or the bull, which is Uttaraphalguni, and then right opposite is the female cow.
Uttarabhadrapada. Because they are the axis. They are the axis nakshatras. They are the two axis nakshatras. Okay, like in my chart, like my moon and Mars are in one. Moon is in Uttaraphalguni and Mars is in Uttarabhadrapada. They are at exact same degree. The 7 degrees both. So they are forming an exact like axis. And Uttarabhadrapada is the ocean of the world. Right. It is like the world ocean from which the whole route comes, and then you have the top, the Mount Meru.
Wow.
So we have the depth of the whole ocean to the Mount Meru, and that's the axis around which everything churns.
Fantastic.
So it's this churning axis in which that's why they show like a lotus and Brahma sitting on it, or Vishnu holding the thing from the bottom. The whole axis around which the churning of the ocean happens. Everything. So that whole mythology of that comes into play with those two nakshatras. Again, so people won't understand what these things are until you open your mind up to the other things, so your knowledge of nakshatras is as much you know about other things actually,
which is very, very fascinating. You told me about Mount Meru. I didn't know about Mount Meru, but what I could connect with these two is both Uttaraphalguni and Uttarabhadrapada. Both are, Urdhva Mukha nakshatras, which is they're facing upwards.
They are the ones on which they're the axis around which the whole thing spins. Samudra Manthan happens.
Wow.
Okay. Comes out of all of that. So that is the axis actually. Okay. But
that is why people kind of correlate, I think, Uttarabhadrapada with Lakshmi as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, Uttaraphalguni too.
Uttaraphalguni and Uttarabhadrapada, that axis.
Both, because that's where the churning is happening from.
Wow.
They're the axis from which it churns the whole thing. So
now, it kind of
becomes Sushumna in your body. And if your Sushumna is becoming bigger only, and that's when the Kundalini rises, that's when you open the third eye. Everything happens on axis only. In body, Sushumna is the central axis. In the whole multiverse, this Mount Meru axis is there. So the axis is the most important concept with those two nakshatras.